Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today's top story, a new €8.5 million Flamenco museum to be built in the heart of Sevilla.
According to our sources, this project will be financed by €5 million of 4-year convertible bonds and €3.5 million of new equity.
The bond discount rate is 11.12%. This was calculated by adding the risk-free rate and the bond risk premium.
Since the bond is issued at par, the coupon rate is the same as the yield to maturity. That's 4.62%.
In a few moments, we'll have the director of the Center for Flamenco Arts, Carlos Zamora, and his finance manager, Luis Lorquet, to tell us about the project. Thank you for joining us today. How did you determine the new equity value of Flamenco Arts Limited?
Well, that's a good question, Alex. First, the equity discount rate must be calculated to discount the future cash flows of the company. This is done by adding the risk-free rate to the equity risk premium, which are 4.62% and 9.5% respectively, giving us an equity discount rate of 14.12%. Then we use a two-stage discount dividend model to determine the present value of the future cash flows. In the first stage, we use an equity discount rate of 14.12%, which we found earlier. In the second stage, we assumed a growth rate of cash flows of 2% well into the future and discounted it into perpetuity. Adding the two values together gives us an equity value of €19,364,477.
That's very interesting. Carlo, given the new equity structure of current shareholders having 50% of future shares, new shareholders having 20%, and 30% for convertible bondholders, what's the new expected share price?
Okay, we arrived at an estimate of €12.10 by dividing the new equity value by the new number of outstanding shares, which doubled from 800,000 to 1.6 million.
And to ensure that your bondholders convert to equity, their conversion rate price should be below €12.10 then, right?
That's correct. You're absolutely correct. By dividing the amount of money raised from bonds by the amount of new shares from convertible bonds, we concluded that the conversion price should be €10.42.
That's very interesting. Thank you. How will the museum ensure that bondholders will convert? And what would happen if they didn't?
Well, we're really confident in the future of this museum and that bondholders will convert, as it's already been featured in Time magazine, projected to be in the top 5 most influential museums in Europe.
Exactly, and as Luis said, we're very confident in this project. In fact, we believe that after 3 years of revenue from the Flamenco Museum, we can begin our construction in this new project we already have approval for. But in the worst case scenario, the equity structure would change.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.